that is strictly strength. Keep your weights nearby. Everything that we do today is going to be 45 seconds long, 3 sets, all that. I'm good and ab build up, so I will be with you guys today doing everything. So we should be all good. So let's go ahead and get started with our warm-up. So our warm-up, we're actually just going to start by stretching forward today. So stretching on forward, especially after yesterday's class. My hamstrings were very tight. So go ahead and just stretch on forward. Very gently, one vertebrae at a time, roll up. We're going to go into our high knees that we usually do. We're only going to be here for about 30 seconds or so. So go ahead and just start with some nice high knees here. And as people slowly start trickling into the class, I'll just keep repeating that we need weights. A little bit of cardio today, so keep your water nearby. You may not be able to see my face, but there it is. I feel this part is more important than my face. Let's keep it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's bring it on down. We're going to go into a low plank here. So find yourself right here, nice and low, holding that back nice and straight. Thumbs are down, so if your butt is up or arching down, bring it up to where it's nice and in the middle. If you need to, push into those shoulders a little bit. So you're holding that there for 30 seconds. My timer's up here, so keep it holding. Pulling into the spine. So think about like a little string coming from your belly button all the way through your back, pulling you here. So engage that core. Keep it holding there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You're going to come on down and press down in the child's pose, just giving those arms a nice good stretch here. We got a good mix of upper body and lower body today. And then very gently come to a standing position. So our first set of stuff here, because we'll go ahead and just get into it, because I always overstuff these classes with so many things. So we're going to be doing 45 seconds, 3 sets. Our first one is going to be weighted squats with pulses. So find yourself some nice weights. I have my 5s here. And then we're going to go into straight leg deadlifts and then kettlebell swings, which we'll either use dumbbells or actual kettlebells for. So if you are squatting with the weights, you can put them on your shoulders or you can put them in front of you. Now by a squat pulse, I mean you're coming down, 1, 2, and then up. So it's 1, 2, up. So you're still coming down, down, and up. If you would like to do singles, you may. If you need more of a challenge, either add a little bit more weight or add this pulse in here. So you're still standing in a normal squat position. You're just pulsing down and coming up. Either those weights are up here on your shoulders or they're on your chest in front of you. Just make sure they are close to your body. So you're adding that weight. So it's pulse, pulse, and up. We're almost there. We're at that 10-second mark. We all know it goes by nice and quick. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Make sure you finish it all out. We're going to go into single leg deadlifts. So if you do need to adjust the weight, adjust the weight. I stack my weights. So did I say single leg deadlift? That is not it. We're doing straight leg deadlifts. Man, it's Tuesday. But we're going to come here. You're going to hinge at the waist. Bring the weights just below the knees and then come back up. So you're hinging right at the waist and then coming up. So we're right here. So if you do need a heavier weight, you can even hold a kettlebell in front of you and hold it just there. But you're bending at that waist, keeping those knees kind of soft. They're not locked out. They have a nice little soft bend in the knee. We're pulling up, pushing through those hips as we come up. So pushing those hips forward, giving those glutes and those hamstrings a nice good squeeze. That way we're really engaging them here. You need 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Make sure you finish out that rep. Don't stop halfway through. And now we're going to go into those kettlebell swings. All right, so like I said, you can use the dumbbells, or if you have a kettlebell, if you're using the dumbbells and you want to use 2, just hold them in your hands like this. We're going to come through and up right here. So we're sitting back in that squat, coming forward, just like that. 45 seconds. Push it on through. Make sure you're squeezing those glutes as you come up, pressing those hips forward still, keeping nice control of that swing. It's not going wild here. There's still some sense of control with those arms. Keep it up, keep it up. Make sure you're breathing. If you don't have any weights to use, you may use a water bottle or a pillow as well, or just pretend. You'll still feel the cardio effect. Let's keep it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, awesome. All right, breathe. Take a second if you need it. We're gonna go right back into those squat pulses, all right? So the weights go up on the shoulders or close to the body, and we're gonna squat and pulse. Ready and go. 45 seconds. We're either pulsing and coming up, or you can do the singles if you would like. You can even do a nice little mix of the two. This is up to you. This is your 45 seconds. We still have one more round of it, so you can always switch it up next round if you'd like. Make sure you're breathing. We're sitting back in those hips, pulsing and then coming up. Make sure you're breathing. Into the nose, out of the mouth. We got it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it on down. Adjust those weights if you need to. We're going into our deadlifts here. So our straight leg deadlifts. Again, keep a nice, soft knee. You don't want to lock out that knee. Ready and go. Let me adjust my weights here. There we go. So we're coming down and back up. So you're just tilting forward and back. So I always tell people to think about those little toys that they used to have. I can't remember what year they were popular, but it's the little bird that dips down into the water and comes back up. It's that exact same motion. You're just tilting forward and coming back up. Now, if you start to feel this in your lower back, you can always adjust the weight to be lighter or just not go as low. So you just kind of want to watch that tilt, because if you're going too low and you start to arch the back, you will feel it in your back. We want to be feeling this in our hamstrings and in our glutes. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Good, awesome. All right, we're going into those kettlebell swings. Boop, boop. So find your weights, 45 seconds, kettlebell swings, and go. Woohoo. So again, you can use your dumbbells just like this, or if you're like me, you have a water bottle. You can literally take the water bottle and do the exact same thing. The exact same thing. So those weights are coming right between the legs. We're sitting back into that squat and coming right back up. Make sure that those weights are not going any higher than shoulder height. So we're not going up really high with them. We're staying right at shoulder length with them, all right? Keep it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, adjust your weights if you need to. We're going back to those squat pulses. All right, take some breaths. I'm gonna let you guys get water before we do our surprise jump squats. It's okay, we only have them once every so often. All right, ready and go. Squat pulses here. So they're either up on those shoulders, you're pulsing and coming up, or you can do singles, or you can add some more weight. But it's a down, 1, 2, and then up. So it's like pulse, pulse, and then up. Make sure those backs are staying nice and straight when you go down. So if you start to feel like you're doing a kind of a curl up motion from the weights, just adjust the weights. Go a little lighter maybe. Might be the weights. Really think about sitting back in those heels, pushing those bums back, pressing the hips forward as you come up for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. Bring it on down. We got our straight leg deadlifts last time, so adjust the weights. We're going into those deadlifts. 45 seconds. Go. We're coming down and right back up. So we're letting those weights slide down the front part of the thigh, down towards the knee, just a little bit below, and then back up. Squeezing those hips forward to make it a continuous movement, a continuous contraction of those muscles. Keep this up nice and easy. It's still my New Year's resolution to stop saying that phrase. You give me 3, 2, and 1. Good. Adjust your weights for kettlebell swings or grab your kettlebell. Ooh. Promise nothing broke. So you're going to be here. Nice, easy swings. Ready and go. 45 seconds. I promise my neighbors love me. I hear my weights drop all the time. Mainly because I'm just clumsy and I'll just drop them accidentally. Again, those weights are coming about shoulder height. They're not going anywhere above that. If you start to feel this in your lower back any, go down on the weight or remove the weight completely if you don't have anything lower than that. And then that way, you're not straining that lower back. You're giving those hamstrings just a teeny tiny little break. Keep it up. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, place all weights down. Make sure they're kind of away and not going to get in the way. So I always have to have the jump squats in there. But we're only going to do them in between each set. So it's only going to be for 30 seconds. And you'll only do 3 of them. But we're going to do it one time, move on to our next circuit, and then do it again at the end of that. So you'll have a little break between them, so it's not that bad. So if you do not want to do the jump squats, an option is here, or you may bring yourself to high knees as well. So if you kind of don't want to do any jump squats, that's fine. You can do one of those 2 options. But if not, we're doing jump squats for 30 seconds, all right? Take a nice deep breath, ready, and go. So we're here, coming up. So you're either here, you could be here, or right here. Even if you wanted to do a combination of these 2, you can. But we're halfway there, so go ahead and push on through if you can. I'm right here with you. Suffering on through. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring yourself down, breathe. Put those hands above your head if you want. Give your lungs a little bit more room to breathe. All right. We're going to go into our upper body circuit now. So you'll want a pair of like medium to heavy weights, maybe some light weights. I have my 2s here. So that shows you how light you can go, how light I will be going for some of these. All right. So take a breath, get some water while I'm explaining. So we're going to be doing bicep curls to shoulder presses, and I'll adjust the camera so you guys can see more of my upper body. Then we're going to do a front raise to lateral raise combo. Then we're going to do tricep kickbacks. Now, if you don't want to do tricep kickbacks, I'm giving overhead extensions as an option, all right? So let me adjust the camera so you guys can see my face. I apologize for the heavy breathing so close to the camera. Those jump squats took it out of me. So we're going to go into curls, shoulder press, just like that. All right, so find a weight that works best for you. We're here for 45 seconds. So we're curling and pressing. This is a great time to catch your breath. There's no crazy cardio in this circuit, no cardio at all. Until the end of our 3 sets, then we'll do those jump squats again, all right? So we have plenty of time to let our heart rate get back down. If you want to, you can always add more weight the next round. So if this weight is feeling a little light this time, we'll add more weight next, okay? But we got it. We're here for 45 seconds. I love combination movements. You kill 2 birds with 1 stone. It's so nice. Keep it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Make sure you finish all the way through. So if you started with that bicep curl, go ahead and push up into that shoulder press. Wow, my words today. All right, so now we're going into front raise to lateral raise, all right? Nice little combo movement there, 45 seconds. Go. So we're coming up and then to the side. Now at any point you need to go lighter, you can always go lighter. If you need to go heavier, you can always go heavier. If you want to as well, so say I have a 5 here, I just kind of want to just do front raises, you're more than welcome to. If you don't have multiple weight options, that's fine. We're going to keep it up. We're going to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, bring it down. Either switch out the weights or you can keep the weight. We're going to go into bent over tricep kickbacks. So all you're right here. You're kicking straight back. Those arms are going right behind us. If you feel more of a burn while doing overhead tricep extensions, you may do those instead as well. So you have 2 options there. But 45 seconds, it started. We're either kicking back or we're doing overhead tricep extensions. So if you're feeling any sort of strain in your lower back by any means, feel free to do the overhead tricep extensions. You're still going to hit those triceps. I just know that some people do prefer tricep kickbacks. You may feel it a little differently. They do, they both work different heads of the tricep. So overhead's going to work more of that lower head here. Kickbacks are going to work more of that upper part of the tricep. So pick your poison. Keep it up though. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it on down. We're going right back to those bicep curls with the shoulder press. So if you needed more weight, feel free to stack some. But we're going right back here. Press back down. So bicep curl, straight down. Make sure those arms are coming all the way down, curling and pressing up. And we're pressing all the way up. No half presses here. So you're pressing all the way up. So we're curling, pressing, coming down, keeping those knees nice and soft. You don't want to lock the knees. Make sure you're breathing. I know I say it all the time, but even I sometimes forget that I need to be breathing in order to do this. The only way I remember is that I have to talk. Just breathe and curl and press. If you would like to, you may also just do curls. You don't have to do the press. You can always bring it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. We're going right back into those tricep kickbacks, all right? Are we ready? Tricep kickbacks and go. So we're here, or you're doing the overhead extension. So it's whichever one you want to do. If you feel it more here, do it here. If you feel more right here, you can bring it here. Whichever one you're feeling. LOL. It's okay. I did these out of order. We'll get to those front raises and those lateral raises here in a second. I swear I've had my coffee today. It's just taking it a second to kick in, I think. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Either switch out the weights or keep the same ones. We're going to front to lateral. If you did do the front and lateral this time, just go ahead and do those tricep extensions for this 45 seconds. I'll get it right the next time. Ready and go. So we're going front to the side. If you already did these, feel free to do your tricep extensions like I said. That coffee will kick in. It will kick in. So I keep telling myself. It's all right. See, look, we're still getting it in. It's okay. There was no rhyme or reason to the order of the arm exercises, so you can kind of do them out of order a little bit here. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. All right, last round. Let's get it in. 3. We're going into those bicep curls to shoulder press. Ready and go. So I'm going to adjust my weights. So I want a little heavier. It's the last round. So if you want to add a little extra weight, try. The worst thing that can happen is you go, okay, that's too much. You know, adjust back down to the lower weight and then keep going. There's nothing wrong with that because you would rather have good reps than sloppy ones with heavy weight because then you don't get any work done. There's no benefits to that. We want nice, good reps with weight that we feel comfortable with, where you still feel that little burn. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, awesome. All right, front raises to side raises, then we'll do triceps. The correct way. Ready and go. Front raises to side raises. Front to side. There we go. Keep it up. Keep it up. Do. Oh. Make sure you're breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you need to adjust the weight, adjust the weight. We've done 3 rounds of these. These weights are going to start to feel heavy. All right. I'm using some 3s, and I'm still feeling a burn in my shoulders. So let's keep it up. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Adjust your weights for triceps. So you're either doing tricep kickbacks or overhead extensions. 45 seconds. Ready and go. 45 seconds. Pick your poison. Again, like I said, tricep kickbacks are going to work more of that upper part of the tricep, while overhead extensions, you're going to feel it a little bit more in that lower part of the tricep. So you were alternating between the two. Just find whichever one works best for you. I'll do kickbacks here. And really squeeze through those triceps back there. You kind of want to give them a little extra, like a little extra squeeze when you're back there. Keep it up, keep it up. We got those jump squats coming up here in a second. Ooh, give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. All right. Place the weights down. Mentally prepare yourself. We got jump squats. I'm going to adjust the camera so you can see my feet. There we go. Because my face is not important, especially during jump squats, because it's making little ugly faces. All right. Let's go for 30 seconds. Ready, and go. So we're here. We're just jump squatting. Or you're here. Or you can bring it to those high knees again if you'd like. You're right there. I'm going to be right here with you until we finish. Still sitting back in those squats. It's still a squat. Let's keep it up for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring it on down. Breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right. So, this round's going to be a little bit longer. And it's only because we're doing one leg at a time. So, let's bear with it. So, we have around the world lunges. Now, we've done these before. If you're going to do them with a weight, I'll get out of the sun. You would want to hold a weight close to the chest. So, it would be kind of like holding it like this and doing our lunges that way. We're going to lunge to the front. So, it's going to look like this, to the side, and then to the back. All right? So, it's called around the world lunges for a reason. We're going to start on one leg, do that one for 45 seconds, then move to the other one. So stick with one leg, and then we'll be set. You do not have to do these with weights. If you would rather do the first round without, see how it goes, that's fine, and then add the weight later. Like I said, we have 3 rounds, so you can do any kind of variation that you want. Then we have wide leg squats. So wide leg squats are here, holding the weight either here or here. We're coming down and up. All right, and then we have wall sits. It was either that or curtsy lunges, and I feel we had enough lunges today. So we're going to come here, wall sit. You can hold the weight right here on your chest. We're going to hold it there for 45 seconds. Come on back up. Repeat all that all over again. All right, let's get started with those around the world lunges. Ready, and go. So we're going to go to the front, to the side, then to the back. It's not great, but the sun's right there. So to the front, to the side, and then to the back. So you really want to step those legs forward, lunge, lunge, and lunge. Good. If going forward is a problem for you, you may do side, back together. So if you just want to do that, you may. So if this right here, if you're finding that that knee just keeps going way over that toe, you're having a little discomfort here, just do the side. Let's keep it up here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure you finish out your rep and then switch sides, all right? So 45 seconds, other side, same exact movement. Ready, and go. Again, if you want to try it first without the weight, you can. And then add the weight later. Just like I said, it's better to have good form than to add all the weights immediately. And then your form's all messed up. It's not good. That way you work those muscles to their full potential. Take your time with these. We have 3 rounds, so you'll have time to feel that strength start to build up here. Let's go. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, finish out those reps. Good. All right. Find a nice heavy weight if you want. Hold it to your chest. I'll grab mine. 45 seconds. Wide leg squat right here. Coming on up. So you're coming down nice and low. And then coming up. Squeezing those hips forward, engaging those glutes. My whole body sounds like Rice Krispie treats. It's like, or the Krispy Treat cereal stuff. Snap, crackle, pop. That's what's happening. So if it picks up on camera, I'm going to be very embarrassed. But we're coming down and then back up. So you're holding those weights really close to the chest or right down here in front of you. Just make sure it doesn't pull you forward. Let's keep it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. Either place those weights down or keep them with you. Bring them to your wall. Make sure your wall does not move. So if your wall is a door that may or may not always shut all the way, maybe don't use that. Find a nice sturdy wall that you know is not going to move. We're going to sit on it for 45 seconds. So find yourself in a nice low squat position like you're sitting in a chair. Hands can be on the waist or above the head, just not on the thighs. 45 seconds and go. So let's hold it there. And just breathe. Back, shoulders, all that should feel like they're glued up against the wall. Hands can go on the waist, but we're not leaning forward. Our hands are not on our thighs. We're here, we're here. Kind of, your hands can be anywhere but on your legs. If you feel like you're slipping or anything like that, feel free to adjust. You can always adjust. If you need to get lower, get a little lower. But keep that back and those shoulders up against the wall. We got 3, 2, and 1. Good. Very gently push yourself up off your wall. You can get the handprints off later if your wall does that. And we're going to go right back into those around the world lunges. So pick a leg, any leg. You're going to do both. 45 seconds. Ready and go. So we're going forward, to the side, back, together. I'm going to work on getting better curtains for that window. It's just such a pretty window and like the view is really cute. So I never want to put blinds on it. Maybe I should just for class. So we're going forward, side, and back together. Again, if you're having issues going forward, just go to the side and the back. Really sitting back in those hips in that side lunge. Whew. Keep it up. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go. Remember to finish out that rep before switching sides. Breathe. And again, at any point, if you guys need water, just grab it. If you're watching it on YouTube, you can always pause it. Ready, other side, and go. To say more than likely, I also make the time go over just by like a hair. So you'll get the whole 45 seconds in, if not plus some. So you're all good. So exact same movement, just other leg. Make sure we're even or we'll be walking funny. I had a ballet teacher tell me that one time. That's why we always did exercises on both legs. Because you'd walk funny for the rest of the day if you didn't do the exercises for both. Keep it up, keep it up. We are almost there. Woo! Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Find a nice heavy weight if you'd like one. We're going to do those wide squats here, coming up and right down. Ready, and go. I'm going to start calling these the snap, crackle, pops because that's just all that I'm hearing. my poor hips and knees. So you're coming down if you would like more of a challenge. Add a pulse if you would like. It's all up to you. Holding that weight nice and close to the chest or down in front of you. So if you want that little extra challenge, add that pulse if you would like. It's just the same thing that we were doing in the first squat, except it's wide leg. So a little different there. Keep it up. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. All right, find a wall, any wall, as long as it doesn't move. Squat on down as if you're in a chair. You may bring your weight with you. And let's hold it there. Your 45 seconds begins now. So we're holding that there. I'll bring my water bottle with me. Excellent time to grab water. It's like an active recovery movement. So it's a great time to hydrate. Make sure that those backs and those hips are pressed up against the wall. We're still holding it here. We're almost there. Just breathe. You only got 10 more seconds left, and it turns into 5 really, really quick. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Very gently come on up. All right. I think we're in round 3. Thumbs up, right? I am telling you, that coffee needs to come on. It's got to work today. So we're going into round 3. Breathe. We're going into the front side back lunge, all right? And then other side, then all the other things again. All right, 45 seconds, ready and go. Last round of it. So make it good, make it count. If you need to, just do the side and the back lunge. So if you have any knees starting to act up, just do side and back lunge. Don't do the forward lunge here. Really sit back in those side lunges and deep in those back lunges. Whew. We're almost there. I'm back to the woos instead of nice and easy. So I guess it's one or the other. Those are my 2 catchphrases now. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Make sure you finish all the way through that last rep. Switch sides. Same exact movement. Ready and go. Woo. So it's forward lunge, side lunge, back lunge together. Keep it on up. Also, since we're like slowly hitting towards the end of everything here, before we go into abs, if there's any other exercises, workouts, or things like that you guys do want to see us post on that YouTube page where they're not like from live classes, feel free to put it in the comments on the videos or even email us at the fitness center so we can do that and get you exactly what you want. Because it's either that or we kind of have exercises and workouts that we post and we just kind of hope you guys want them. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. Bring it down. Bring it down. Wide leg squats. Ready and go. So if you want to add the pulse, you can. So if you're ever re-watching this video on YouTube, just put it down there at the bottom or email us. So again, you're holding those weights right here on the chest. Add in that pulse if you want that little bit of extra work. You can also leave it in the comments on the video here after class if you want, or you can chit chat with me after. I'm all about suggestions. Keep it up, keep it up. We're almost there. Adding those pulses. Getting that last little bit. Let's all add pulses for the last 5 seconds here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Either place those weights down or keep them with you. Find a wall. Last time. Whew. Ready. 45 seconds. And go. Slide on down. Get your water. Slide on down. Whew. Just like that. 10, almost 15 seconds has already passed. It goes by super quick. Just think after this, we're going into abs, and then we get to breathe a little bit better, right? Just calm, just keep it nice and calm. Backs are flat up against the walls. Let's sink down just a little bit further, really push ourselves here for this last 5 seconds. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Very gently press yourself up, off against the wall. Before we rush right into abs, sometimes people leave in between that. Let's go ahead and just stretch out those legs here. Let's bring down that heart rate just a little bit. So go ahead and make a number 4 with your leg. We're just going to stretch out just real quick, just in case you guys do have to dip at any point, because it is a 55-minute class. I think we're all still used to it being a 45-minute, but we'll be done by 1. Go ahead and switch up those legs really fast. Plus, it's just better to stretch them out while they're still warm. Because once we start doing abs, everything will start to cool down, and then you don't want to really stretch it right after that. That way the muscles are at their peak of being warmed up and used to where they're going to get the most out of this stretch here. All right, one last little bit hanging down here, grabbing the back part of the legs, pulling yourself forward, one vertebrae at a time, roll on up, find your way to the floor. I'm going to tilt the camera just a little bit more, and we're going to go into some abs. Now, weights are always optional during the ab portion. I have all my stuff here. Feel free to grab water too. It's always a great time to grab water is when you are doing the abs on the floor. So we got dead bugs, what I call froggers, and then we got straight leg crunches. So we're really going to be targeting those lower abs today and the upper abs. So we're going to go ahead and start with our dead bugs. So again, if you want to use weights with the dead bugs, you just hold the weight up above the head, which I have a 5-pound weight here. Legs are going to be up at tabletop. We're going to reach out and back in, out and back in. Let's go ahead and start. 45 seconds. Ready, and go. So we're extending, coming back up. Think about your abs are pulling in, your lower abs are pulling in those legs. So we want to keep them right here at tabletop, and we don't want to over tuck the legs. So then that way we have nothing but pure lower abs working here. And they're working all the time. If you do not want to extend the arms, you may also keep just the weight above the head here. Just be very careful not to drop it. If you don't want to use the weight at all, you can always just move your hands back and forth as well. Let's keep it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can place the weight down. We won't need it for this little bit. We got froggers. So what are froggers? Froggers are probably my favorite. You can put your hands underneath your bum if you would like. The legs are going to go straight up in the air. We're going to bring them down to your lowest point, bring them back in, and then back up, just like that. If you would like to do them the traditional way, your legs are going to come down. You're going to bend them up kind of like a frog, and then back up. So they're going to come out just a little bit wider, and that's up to you. If you would like to, you can always just keep them straight as well. Keep it up, keep it up. Because the best thing about froggers is that they reverse. So we'll be doing the reverse ones after this. But no worries, we're only doing 30 seconds of each of these. So we're bringing them down to our lowest point, back into that little tabletop, all the way straight back up. Make sure you're breathing. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Like I said, these have reverses. So what we're going to do is bring them down to that tabletop, straight out, then back up. So we're going just the opposite direction that you just went. Ready, and go. Come on, timer. There we go. So this hands can be underneath that bum if you need a little bit of extra support with the lower back. If you do start feeling it in your lower back, do not bring the legs as low. Maybe try bringing them up just a little bit higher, and that may help, because what's happening is that you're probably using your lower back and you feel that arch happen to get those legs back up. So we don't want to use our lower back. We want to use our lower abs for this. Let's keep going for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. Bring those legs nice and straight. Hands can go back up behind the head. Just make sure that you can't see your elbows out of your peripheral vision. We're just going to crunch up. All right? So it's a very small movement, but we're hitting that upper ab area right here. Ready? And go. So if you start to see those elbows popping in from your peripheral, just bring them back out. Keep on crunching. Fingertips only are behind the head, so we're not pulling the head up with us. We're keeping it, those fingertips nice and light. Let's keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Awesome. We're going to go right back to those dead bugs, all right? We just got a couple more rounds of them. I think actually just one more round of them. Yeah. So no worries. No crazy abs today. So arms are going to go up in the air with that weight. If you're not using the weight, like I said, you can bring your arms back still. But we're going to be right here. Ready and go. Got our timer started. Extending and coming back in. Again, those legs do not have to go super far down. If you would like to as well, you may also bring it to a tap. So if you're starting to feel that lower back start to arch up or come up off the floor, bring it to a tap. Remove the weight. Bring it to a tap. That's always an option. Let's keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's go right into, our froggers. All right. So we're doing the froggers. It doesn't matter which direction you go. We're going to end up swapping it anyways. So ready and go. So you're either starting from here and back up, or we're going the other way. So whichever one you decided to do, it's fine. We'll do them both. Make sure that those backs are staying on the ground. Those hips are staying pressed up against those hands. So if your hands are underneath that bum bone, make sure that that bone is being pressed into those hands. If you start to feel it coming up a little bit, you may start to feel that arching in the back happen. Let's go for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's reverse that movement. So whichever one you were doing before, reverse it. Ready and go. So I was coming out and back up. So now I'm coming down, in, and up. So whichever movement you were doing, just reverse it. Using those lower abs to pull back in those legs. Any point you start to feel that arch, feel free to readjust or give your abs a little tiny break, and then keep going. Keep going. We're only here for another 5 seconds. We got 3, 2, 1. Good. Stretch those legs out nice and straight. Hands go back behind the head. Find a spot up on the ceiling, and we're just going to go up towards that. I was wondering what was touching me. It was a piece of hair. I don't know who sheds worse, me or the cat, so it's one of us. Keep it up, keep it up. You're finding that spot up on the ceiling. You're coming up towards that, using those upper abs to pull yourself up. Those feet are either flexed or pointed. They're not sitting there dead. Make sure that your feet are still actively doing something. So whether they're flexing or pointed, it's up to you. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and reach those hands up above you right here. Let the whole body just relax and sink into the floor. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale out. Very gently, we're going to roll over to our stomachs. And no worries, we're stretching. We're not doing any more exercises. So the hands are going to go right beside you. And we're just going to press up into a cobra pose. You can lean that head back if you would like. Bring it on back down one more time. Nice deep breath in. And on that exhale, push yourself on up. Good. Go ahead and press yourself up onto all fours and then back into child's pose very gently here.